Yeah,
Go on, no,
yeah, sorry.
finish.
I got it. And sorry about that, Dubs. What I see, right, and this is real. What I see is people who make money, right, or even someone who's getting ahead of another, is how can I put it? Proud of that fact, right? That they're one step ahead of the other person, yeah, and they're one. That's what it's coming down to. Everyone thinks this is like a chess game. Everyone's one pawn ahead of the other, right? And actually making shit. They ain't got no friends. They ain't got no family. They're gonna be very, very sad one day and end up in a box, like I said, in a casket. Do you know what I mean? Dead. You know what I mean? And nothing to show for it, nothing to feel, nothing to experience. So you guys are still chatting to each other and all that, but I'm wondering.
Hey, look,
Like
everyone knows deep down that they're gonna end up in a box. Don't.
Yeah,
you know,
You know what I mean?
what I'm
what I
trying to
would
say
say.
is,
Go on, I'll go
yeah,
after you.
what I'm trying to say is, yeah, everyone's gonna end up in a casket, no doubt. But what have you experienced from here to there? I mean, that is what it's about, right? And you guys are chatting to each other, fine. But one person can forget about this one day, and then go after that dollar, right? Go after that pound, right? And even forget their family, their friends, and nothing. And just for that, being that one better than someone else, and they think they've made some, but then they end up nothing, and then end up sad, and then dead. Yeah, carry on. I'm sounding a bit poetic. I'm a bit tired today.
But they do come to the realization, though. They do come to the realization, though, that it was all futile and that basically they
Thank you.
Do you know what I mean? They do come to
I don't
that
think so.
realization.
I get that.
What I would say is that we're all controlled by money. We're all controlled by money because we're all addicted to material things, and the material things need money to be purchased. All of us here, we need phones, we need all these things, and all these things need money to purchase, to buy them. You know what I mean? So I'll say we're controlled by money. We're not.
So you are admitting you are one of those people that are just.
We're all controlled by money.
Pursuing that dollar, yeah, pursuing that pound.
No, I think more people are hooked on the hustle than they are
we are
to
controlled by money. There's nothing you cannot do without money. Try going to things without money today.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying about earning it. I'm talking about that is your one sole purpose in existence. Forget anyone else. Just your existence is to get one better ahead than anyone else and everyone else.
Without money. Try living without money.
No, I'm not saying nothing about making money. Making money is fine, but just
but
forgetting
again,
everyone and everything
I really
else.
feel like you're talking about people that are just greedy, or maybe they're just so money focused and they don't care about anything else. But that's not general people.
I don't know. There's certain themes going about.
No, but then you got people. For example, look, how many times have I been banging on everyone about this whole homeschooling thing, and everyone's got the same thing? How can I work? That's an example there.
To me, that's an example of where people lack the ability to think critically. They lack the ability to see outside of that box that they have been programmed to fit into. Of you need to put the kids in school 9 to 5 after school club, blah blah. But do you know what I mean? All that bullshit.
Some people have
if you just sit down and take time
around that.
Yeah. Well, look, it's in this day and age. How difficult is it for any person to understand that any career that you do, you're going to have transferable skills? If you're a professional in something, you can then train in that. You can be a freelance consultant in that. There are so many ways that people can make money and free themselves up with skills, qualifications, whatever it might be. What they lack, as I said, is the ability to think outside of the box.
See, everyone? I hope you heard that.
Yeah.
That's for the kids. Message. But yeah, as I said, I think a lot of people are more addicted to the hustle than they are to the money. They like the hustle. They like the pressure.
The reward of making something, but it's not even the pressure, Sasha.
It's another trap.
Reward of.
It's another trap that they get people into, isn't it? Oh get this job,
I mean,
and then you get promoted, and then you'll get a bit of a pay rise, and you'll do a bit less hours, and then you become a manager, and and then people aspire to this shit.
But MJ, even the out of the box, if you're going, say you're an entrepreneur and you're thinking out of the box to make money, that is still another trap as well. You know, you're still paying taxes. You're still working within.
See, all of that depends. All of that depends. Who says you're paying tax? Who says you're anything to do with the system?
Look,
like Oh, do I need? Where's S when I need him? Like the system
No,
only knows.
I've heard
The
I've heard
system
us
only
talking about
knows
this
what
before.
Trilla,
you
she's always
allow
gone.
them to
The
know.
last, yeah, but MJ,
Yeah, you're a bit
the
late
The
for
last
that.
thing
system will
you
only
need,
charge you
the
tax
last thing you
if you
need
tell
is
them you
revenue
are
coming
earning
down on
money.
you. Yeah, all right. Okay.
Listen, it's possible to have multiple bank
Fair
accounts.
death
It's
talking
possible
about
to
it.
open
Yeah,
up
I know.
a personal business account like right now. Do you know what I mean? And the government, unless you're earning big money, yeah, then obviously if you're earning that big money, you're gonna have
No.
people or a
If
team
you're
around
earning
you
that
that's
big
gonna sort
money,
out your
you can
shit,
exactly.
right?
You're gonna
When
get.
you're just
You'll
earning
be able to get
personal
out of
money,
it.
they ain't watching you. They ain't got time to watch the little people like us.
So, do you think that the majority of people are
Maybe in
addicted
England.
to money? Or what was it? How did you put the question, AV? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I
Are we
agree with you
enslaved to
saying
money?
about the
Slave to
hustle.
money.
Yeah,
Say that again?
I agree with. Yeah,
Thought you couldn't
Are
get on,
we,
Trilla.
are we
I
all
don't
a
know.
slave to
I
money?
just pressed the button
Are we
and
a slave to
fucking
money?
hey, presto.
Yeah.
I think the majority of people are
Big up, Trill.
a slave to the side effects of
Yeah,
money,
bro.
maybe.
No, I agree with you. Most people are addicted to the hustle. That's basically it. Helps them pass time, gives them purpose, and so on and so forth, man. I mean,
I think
so
it's a
yeah,
superiority complex, actually. It's not a lot of people, that they just want to be that better person than the other. And they
Yeah,
forget
some people
everything
like
that everyone
to brag about the fact
until they're
that
dead.
I've got more money than you.
That's it.
no,
That's
I
it.
don't
But
know. I don't.
I've seen
I,
it. I think I've seen it happen that way, I think I've seen
Oh,
it.
listen, I know people who have got a massive house, a really nice car, laced gardens, yet
and they don't
they
brag.
own nothing. They own nothing. No, they brag. They own
Okay.
nothing. They own
Okay.
absolutely nothing because all of it's debt.
Yeah, all of it is owned by
They're
the bank.
poor, man.
Yeah.
They're poor.
They're driving around the bank's car. They're living in the
Half
bank's
of them
house.
are in debt.
All of
Exactly.
their furniture is being
Like
all of their
remortgaging
furniture is
every
being
couple
leased by the
years to
yeah.
keep up with it.
Not
Like,
everyone's like this,
they're
obviously.
poor.
But Sash, is that not the smart way to go about things? Let them pay for it.
No, because then you're
And
trapped. If
why are you trapped? If you can
because
keep
if you break
remortgaging
your
a house,
leg, or if,
yeah.
for example, again, the whole thing of homeschooling your kids, if you want to do that, you're locked in to your debt. If you want to stay in that house, if you want to stay with that car, if
You're
you
locked
haven't
into
learned
debt,
how to hustle,
but you also have the option of moving out of the country and going somewhere else, or declaring
but if you're
bankruptcy.
negative equity, you've got nothing.
If you declare bankruptcy, I think it's 3 or 4 years, and then you're good to go again. You're good to go again with banks and stuff to borrow.
I thought it's 7 years of bankruptcy.
Yeah, well, whatever, 7 years. It's not too long.
No,
is what I'm saying.
I must
And you
admit,
can
I don't
get your
know why the
daughter to go
bankruptcy
do
thing isn't
shit.
used more often. Because boy,
Yeah.
it's a clean slate.
But the system is built on keeping you in debt and in loans. So they promote
Yeah,
a
but
lot of things.
how else are you gonna buy anything, bro? If you're not gonna fucking get a mortgage and shit, you ain't gonna be able to buy anything.
What about things went so expensive that we needed to get loans and mortgages?
But why don't more of us take advantages of
you're gonna
those
be in
loans
debt if
and
you want to
mortgages
fucking
and stuff?
invest in it. You're gonna have to fucking put yourself in debt, man. It's just obvious, isn't it?
No,
Fucking
why
but
should
then
we have to do that?
if somebody invests in something that is going to eventually make them money, they'll only be in debt for a short amount of time. However, if they put themselves in debt for something that's going to depreciate or put themselves in negative equity to look good, then that's not smart investing. That's not investment at all. That's just spending money.
We've seen my houses in major cities that doesn't happen. So
I
you
can
buy
understand.
a house, it's only going to go up, especially in London or in Dublin.
Yeah, but then, dude, the bubble bursts.
The property bubble does burst, but I mean, it
Yeah.
comes back around within 5 years, Trilla.
Yeah,
5, 6 years.
No, I do agree. Houses are probably the best thing to invest in, and land.
Property is, but it's just
Property
expensive.
is because they're not making any more of it.
That's where
Yeah, but when you
land
say
comes into it.
investing, what are you investing? You're investing. If you're not, no, but Dublin, what I'm saying to Trilla is, how can you talk about investing in properties and stuff if you don't have the money to do it? You're talking about borrowing money to buy land. You're basically like, It's
Right.
not
Look,
actually going to be yours. Investing means you have that money.
All
You
right,
have
all right,
earned that
all right.
money.
All
You've
right.
got the capital.
I don't know,
and you're able
MJ,
to
because
spend
No,
it
you can
MJ,
get a buy-to-let mortgage.
MJ,
You-
What if you got a
let-
buy-to-let mortgage?
you
You're
Yeah,
not
don't
but
get
paying.
a
You're not
that's not
paying
an
mortgage,
anything on it.
investment, Sash. That's not
That
an
is an
investment.
investment.
MJ,
Someone else is paying
MJ,
your
you don't get
mortgage,
a mortgage
and when
for
it's
a
ready
house.
to sell, you earn the profit.
You're
Like
still
that's
signing
Not
up
even
to a
that.
mortgage.
Don't
You're
get a
But
still
you're
mortgage
not
for a
borrowing
paying
the
house.
it.
money. You're still
But you're not
borrowing
paying
the
it.
money. It's not
Okay.
You don't
yours
get a
to
mortgage
invest.
for a
You're
house.
borrowing it.
You rent it out, and you
Yeah,
let
but
tenants pay the mortgage on the property
yeah.
for
That's the
12
And you
smart
years,
need to
thing to
be,
do.
and
as far
then
as I know,
after the
it's very
12 years,
hard.
it's your house. What?
Yeah.
But I was going to say, Sash, I think it's hard for people to get the buy-to-let mortgage unless they've got a mortgage of their own. They don't give those buy-to-let
Exactly.
mortgages out easy to
Even
people.
commercial renting is not easy as well. Just say I want to buy a property, start renting it. It's not that easy.
Hey, I looked at property to rent around London, recently. It is fucking stupidly expensive. Even outside of London, it's fucking ridiculously
Yeah,
expensive.
ridiculous.
And just to
What
rent,
do
and I was just like,
what do you?
fucking hell.
So in the city, what are you paying for a one-bedroom flat in the city? In the
About
city centre, I'm
1,200.
talking about.
Oh, in the
1.4,
city centre.
Yeah, in the city centre.
but 1.4, 1.2.
All right, so okay, let me just make this clear to Dublin. Dublin, if we're talking about in the city of London, you could be anywhere
Central.
up to
I'm talking about
50.
central. Well, I'm
Listen,
talking about
no,
central.
It
okay,
doesn't
but
matter, but where?
listen, Dublin, shut up for a minute. What I'm saying
Yeah,
is,
go on. Yeah.
if we're talking about central London, you're talking anywhere from 5 to 50 grand, right? So what we're talking about is in London, not central, not some bougie apartment. We're talking about a normal apartment that the average person can afford. It's going to be 12 to 1400 for a one-bedroom flat. And I'm saying if you're going to go central London, you're talking like stupid money. Like you need to be a millionaire to rent a place in central London.
Zone 1, Zone 2. They're making that so hard.
Yeah,
I know.
like-
I know. In certain spots that it will be stupid money. But say around
Yeah.
King's Cross. Say around King's Cross Station.
No, not
how
even
much would
King's
it-
Cross. That's dead round there.
No, but now, not for long. Not for long. Not for long.
Well,
That's
wherever.
gonna be very bougie soon.
Where's the major tube stop that most tourists get off at?
See,
That'd be Green Park. That'd be around Buckingham Palace, and round there it's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
Round Knightsbridge is going to be expensive. Mayfair is going to be expensive.
How much?
Like they're the
How much? How
hotspots.
much?
you got places in.
That's what I'm talking. Like you could go up to 100 grand a month there. I'm
You
talking
got places
silly money.
You got
I
places
mean,
all over London. It's expensive. It just
yeah,
depends
but
where you are.
you can get cheaper accommodation. I mean, it might be a little bit dodgy. Like if you fucking rent from somebody who's got like some council or some shit like that. I don't know. People do these kind of things like where they're not supposed to. But yeah, man, there is property out there. It's just literally
That's another hustle. You get a council flat, and if you're in the property, you go and rent it out. It's only obvious that's what you do.
No, but but you're not supposed to, innit? But occupancy in the areas are literally full. They're around. It's nearly 100%.
Trill, I'm sure your parents to get their hotels done plenty of things that they shouldn't have done to get where they were.
Oh, it's about who you know, innit? You know what I mean? Shit like that, bro. Who you know matters as well, man. So having links is a good thing. So, but end of the day, look, the comparison that I saw you guys make here was between basically people say living in shitty accommodation, but they're stacking the peas, yeah, and they got money, get me, behind them like that. And you got people who are basically living at large who haven't got any fucking money. They're just paying off what they're, do you know what I mean? Living. I see benefits in both. You know what I mean, right? In that regard. So I think it's just important about what the person wants, and if they're happy doing that. Because life isn't promised, man. So if that's the life they want to live,
I think if you're living off credit, if you're expecting to live off credit, there's only so far that lifestyle is going to sustain you before. Do you know what I mean? You got man chucking you out of your house.
MJ, some of the biggest millionaires are in debt all their lives.
All the time, yeah, that's true.
People that you think are millionaires.
And I hear you, and I'm not saying there's not, but I'm saying you have to know what you're doing. If you're gonna be in that sort of lifestyle, you really need to know what you're doing, because I wouldn't encourage the average person to say, "Oh, go and get a house, don't pay your bills," because in 12 months' time they're literally going to be on the street. So
and that's exactly why I wouldn't encourage the normal Joe Soap not to pay tax, because if the revenue lands down upon you, and you're not, you're fucked. That's it. You're fucked.
But do you know what?
See, big fines and maybe even jail.
Right, I hear you. I hear you. No. But listen, what I'm saying is, as someone who's been self-employed, for a long time, I know what I need to send into them. I know what they are looking at, right? And they only know what I show them. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
look,
So
MJ,
yeah,
of course,
got ways.
of course. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. Okay. I'm under the minimum earning bracket, or I'm just above it. Here's
exactly.
£100 for my tax for the year. Do you know what I mean? But they don't really know what my figures are. They don't really.
Well,
This is
what
what
I'm saying to
years
you,
ago, we're
so
trying to
if they,
bro. They were
if they
trying to
take,
discourage people from paying cash in hand because they didn't want the likes of cleaners and handymen and builders and whatnot getting paid cash in hand because they know people are doing this.
Yeah, they don't need to declare shit. And they, at the same time, they could probably get some sort of benefit and freaking work, and that's it. That's all undeclared.
Mm.
Yeah.
it's all right. Yes,
Honestly,
that's okay when you're
yeah, for you morally, but
what
if
you
it's
call
against
it.
the law, innit? It's not against the law. It doesn't matter morally if it's okay or not. You get me?
The
Really
system
and
is
truly,
corrupt, so you have to be corrupt to be in the
if you're
system.
breaking the law, you're breaking the law, dude. Just don't get caught doing it. You're okay.
What
They're
law?
breaking whose
What? Hang
laws?
on.
Whatever
What
fucking
law are you
law.
breaking?
Exactly.
What,
This is
What law are you
revenue laws.
breaking?
Bullshit.
But
no,
even
They
again,
Because
can
see,
be
no,
spent.
hang on.
exactly.
Do
They
we
can be
not have
spent
humongous
on
companies in this country who don't pay tax at all,
yeah.
exactly
who
But
earn
hold on one
billions
second.
a
Yes,
year
again.
and don't
Facebook,
pay a penny of
Hold
tax?
on.
What laws are they breaking?
Google, exactly.
You know, in
Right, but
America, it's
hold
way
on.
more
Trilla,
harsh to
one
get me than it is
second.
there.
Let me
But
say
what
something
laws are
though.
they breaking though? Sorry, MJ. I just want to know what laws that they're breaking because this is the kind of like misinformation we receive. What law? What law are we breaking? If it's
But
alright for Google and
by
Costa
not
Coffee and Starbucks and the rest of them to do it, why can't we do
The,
it?
well, they
yeah,
got fucking
they're not
accountants, innit?
breaking laws. They're
They got
just not
accountants.
We
following
can get
certain
accountants,
protocols.
You
But
but we
can,
can
but
be
then
our
you're
own
gonna pay your
accountants like
accountant.
MJ.
Is it worth you having an accountant on the salary that you're on? You got to look at that.
But you
They
can
have
learn.
obviously got. They've got billions
you
to fuck
don't
around
need
with,
to
yeah.
have an
So they
But
can
accountant
afford
these
to.
days.
there's
You
still
got,
They
you
can.
know
there's
how
They can
many
the
apps
afford
point
you
to.
have
still
that
is
They
you're
can
can
not
be
afford
breaking
to
any
spend
accountants
a
on
laws
their
then.
million on
own.
You
loopholes,
don't.
right?
If you're a
But the
good
point
enough
is you're still
bookkeeper,
not
you
breaking the
can be.
law. That's the bottom line is that you're not breaking the law.
But my
If
point
they
is,
can
yeah,
do
they
it,
got people. All right, so they got
but they're
people
not
that
breaking
look
the
at these
law.
loopholes,
That's
right? They're not because they're
that's the
called
ultimate thing though,
loopholes.
right?
Yeah, they're not breaking the law. Yeah, you're right.
All right then. So then we can do the same thing.
You
Simple.
can if you know what you're doing, sure.
Yeah, if you can educate yourself, and we can
You
educate
can,
ourselves doing all sorts
yeah,
of things. How many
yeah, you
24 hours in
can.
a day, man?
Yeah, you're
MJ's
right. You
doing it.
can. You're right. You're okay. You can. Look, I listened to a talk about this recently, and it basically just said, look, how many people, literally less than 100K, are really going to afford to fucking spend money on an accountant, you know what I mean, to handle the books so that they can save more money. It's
You
just
don't
like
need to have an accountant.
you don't
Listen,
need it.
Hire
Yeah.
MJ, innit?
let me tell you something, yeah?
Mm.
If you have enough intelligence to be self-employed, run your own business, and manage your own spending day to day as a human being, let alone as a business person, then you have enough intelligence to be able to download an app and upload your receipts, your income, whatever it is. Like, we are not stupid people. We have like intelligence, we have brains. We need to just be able to
Yeah.
utilize them.
But why are
Freaking hell,
accountants
it's really
always
not hard.
so like
The only
they're, you
time
know,
you're going to need an
yeah.
accountant is if you're an actual business or a company or it's something
Yeah,
that's
but
out of your
they're
depth.
so like wanted, isn't it? Yeah, like if you got an accountant qualification, you know what I mean, you're basically gonna get hired straight away. There's so many jobs out there for accountants and a decent pay as well. Not bad, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm just saying as a because I think a lot of people think self-employed you need a lot of additional things like to help you be self-employed when you don't. All the tools are out there for you to use yourself.
Well, you know, even my dad's a mathematician, right? And freaking, he's really good with the numbers, right? Even he's got an accountant. He's had the same accountant for years, so that says something in itself. He does it.
But maybe he chooses to have an accountant to pay someone instead of like that taking up his time. Because if I was in a position where me doing my accountancy or doing whatever finances for myself or my business was taking up too much of my time, I'll pay someone to do it.
Yeah, I know, I get it. You need people to just handle, you know what I mean, the numbers.
Yeah. So I don't like cleaning my house, so I'll pay a cleaner, you get me?
Mm. Yeah, no, I get that. Even the cleaners gotta eat, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know, so, like we're capable of so many things. I just think we need to understand this and stop putting ourselves in these silly little boxes and labels that people put us under all the time.
No, I get that. Oh yeah, I just came on by the way because I wanted to like resent your statement about me not being able to come on panels if I haven't had a drink or something. That's just bullshit. I've been on plenty of panels sober, so yeah.
Big
Just
up,
letting you
Triller.
know.
Yeah, we prefer sober Triller, actually. I like sober Triller.
Yeah, you know, I like it like this as well. As long as nobody's firing at me, I'm all right.
You've come on, everything's been good. You see what I mean?
Yeah, well, it is fucking midnight, so I fucking expected everyone to be kind of chilled out more than, you know what I mean, more than not. Yeah, that's what it is.
Kabbalah, what do you mean tax evasion for fuck's sakes? What are you talking about? You need some tax evasion for your magnums. How about that?
Magnums?
Yes, the ice cream.
Oh, I was getting confused. There's a drink, there's an ice cream, and there's a condom. But yeah, didn't know which one
Oh,
I'm talking
shit.
about.
Maybe all three.
Oh, so I was going for the ice cream myself.
Only one.
It was car doesn't drink, so I didn't think it was gonna be the other. I don't know about the condoms, but you are the pussy dealer, so you know about them things, innit, Triller?
I think everybody knows about these things, bro.
Yeah, big up yourself, Trill. I was just teasing you, but I'm glad that you jumped on the panel anyway. And as for Khan, shut your mouth. He just wants a reason to go around talking about people on the internet. Oh, I was listening to Trilluminutter Live, and that Mary Jane was talking about tax evasion.
Yeah! Yeah!
Khan, don't have it, Khan. Khan, don't have it. You know you want to jump on. Go on, Khan. And
Everybody fucked it. Everybody, like, when it comes down to it, crunches numbers to save on taxes. Every fucking body, man. Especially if you're self-employed. So, yeah.
If you don't, you're stupid, because at the end of the day,
Why
when you
wouldn't
think
you?
about how much tax. But listen, even if you don't pay tax, you know how much tax the money the government gets from you every time you buy food, cigarettes, alcohol, like drive your car, wherever it might be. They're getting money from us left, right, and centre.
Didn't someone do the maths on that
tax.
and actually work out for every pound that you ever owned in your life, only 10 pence of it is
VAT
actually
can
yours?
be up
Something
to
like that.
23.5%. So VAT
Was that it?
sometimes can be up to. Now I know what I'm doing on my invoices. When you're doing services, it's 13.5. But when you're manufacturing something, it's 23.5.
Yeah, it's like
anyway.
one of the biggest reasons the Tories got probably voted in was the fact that they had that savings on the inheritance
So
tax,
when you're,
for example.
when you're selling your soap sachet, you'd have to do it at the higher VAT bracket because you're making the soap. Do you know what I mean?
No,
Rather
that's
than
if I.
just buying it in.
That's if I choose.
Yeah, I know.
Though.
If you
I
were,
choose to be
I
thingy in
know.
it.
Yeah, but you can be
That's
a
it.
sole trader. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
exactly.
I'm not too sure how it works in England.
Yeah,
Probably
no,
the
it's
same.
similar. It's only you can choose to be VAT registered if you go over a certain amount of income. You have if you're under a certain amount of income. If you go over it, then you have to apply.
Yeah.
Something like that anyway. But then it means you save on VAT when you buy stuff.
Yeah, you don't.
Shit
You
gives me a
can
headache.
claim it back.
And anything
Well, I
else
don't
you
know.
can
When that
claim
shit
back,
comes,
yeah.
I'm hiring MJ.
So on all your supplies, all your paper that you're packaging and stuff, you can claim all the VAT back on that.
Literally, like the thing is, Sash, there's so much, like, even down to petrol, keep setting petrol receipts and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? You're dropping off stuff to the post office. You're getting your lunch from McDonald's, exactly.
Yeah.
You're going to pick up supplies. All of those things. That's petrol money that you can claim back, or claim back your tax on at least. If you need clothes for that particular job, so you might need some protective clothing or specific clothes to wear when you're making your soaps and stuff. You can claim money back for that. Yeah, because you need uniform, you need product. You might even need some new shoes. You get me?
If you're going on holidays to check out certain new oils, you can put all that down.
Yeah. business expense to Ireland to go and check out the green grass that you might put in your soap to get me research and all that.
I swear you have to learn. I swear you have to earn over a certain amount though, because if you don't earn over a certain amount and you claim all that stuff, you can end up paying it back.
Listen, what you do is you make sure you can claim it. You make sure you can claim it before you spend.
Yeah, but those are perks as well. Like a lot of people that have got good positions or whatever work for good companies. They give you wicked perks, man. They go out and fucking spend whatever they like, and it all goes back to the company.
Yeah,
but you know what it is as well.
They can put
like
a lot of
the
that
thing
down
is though,
to expense.
for people who are just starting out with small businesses and stuff like that, sometimes you don't realize how much these costs can actually add up to. Like I was saying, the petrol money to go and pick up your supplies, to drop off your parcels to the post office, to drop off people's packages to their house, the coffee that you're going to pick up on the way. These are business expenses. These are sometimes the reason why small businesses go bust within 6 months, because they don't realize all of the additional costs that come with running a business. So yes, claim back for all of this.
You can claim, and even if you are a sole trader, you can claim the VAT back on you.
Yeah,
sure
listen, over here,
at the end of the year.
Even as an employee in this country, you can claim back money if you have to buy clothes or shoes for your job.
If you're a
for your actual job.
employer.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
A lot of people don't even know this. And yet it might only be about £80 or £100 that you get back in your tax in April, but that's extra money.
Yeah, there's a lot of companies now on the internet getting your tax back for you. They get about £1,000 every 3 or 4 years back for you.
There's one thing when in my old company when we used to do small business consultancy, there's a thing called full cost recovery, and that would literally break down the cost of every single thing. Like I was just saying to Sash, from you switching on your internet in the morning, boom, that's electricity. That's costing me 26p per day. Do you know, like to have this website is costing me this.
No, that's definitely especially if you're working from home.
Yeah,
all of that is
full cost
your office
recovery.
So
if you are not meeting full cost recovery, your business is going to fail.
So what do you think takes up the most electricity in your house? Because for me, it's my PC. My PC fucking kills the electric. I'm telling you, that graphics card itself, fucking yeah. Something's just fucking drained.
Unless you have gas, it's gonna be your heat.
So I didn't catch that. Unless you have gas.
Yeah, most of us have got gas over here, to be fair, Dubs.
Yeah, gas is cheaper than electric.
Most of us here. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
A lot of houses over here, especially council houses, government housing, is electric heat, you know.
Bro, what are you talking about? I grew up in a fucking council house with no heating, no electric or gas.
Yeah. Well, that's different now. But I know.
We had a fireplace.
You got a fireplace. Yeah, I was just going to say that. You got a fireplace. I was only in a flat there the other day, and there's a fireplace still in your man's bedroom. He has one out in the sitting room and one in his bedroom. Okay. And he doesn't have heating. He just uses it.
Booyah. Booyah.
How have we got Triller TV and King Triller?
King Gold.
Booyah.
King Triller?
Bad boy. Hey, Triller. I big up Triller, man. Have you got your own TV program?
Gold. Big up Gold.
Hey, what's happening?
Who's that? Yeah, big up the channel. Big up. Triller, have you got your own channel now?
My name isn't Shani.
I just do it whenever, you know, shit kicks off, innit, you know. I just got it there just in case, bro. Yeah, go on.
Go on. So you fixed your microphone now, King Gold. Yeah, we can hear you now. Big up.
I did, man. Big up. Triller, you guys do the early ones, yeah?
You know, not in regular.
Yeah. So, what do you think about starting your own business, King Gold? Any advice for people?
Just give me a second, Triller.
No, I'm not giving you.
We're in the middle of a conversation, Gold. We're in the middle of a conversation. No fairness, look.
All right. So, what was you talking about? No offense.
Are we all a
exactly.
slave to
Okay,
money?
so by the way,
Go on.
Trilla.
Yeah.
By the way,
Ask
Trilla.
Trill out on the day.
Yes, I mean, like, 2 seconds. Sorry to
Oh, no,
interrupt
yeah. Go
your
on.
conversations. Like,
Bring
Trilla.
Trill up there.
So I
Yeah, go
forgot. I thought this was an open panel, by the way. It's not your panel, by the way. Either. Trilla, holla at me, man. Holla at me when you go live, G. We
Oh
can
yeah, it's an
compete.
open panel.
can
So
compete,
yeah,
we
let me
can-
just interrupt
we
you,
can-
Kingo. Shut your mouth, Kingo.
We can.
Shut your mouth about it's open panel. It's not your
we can-
panel. The
we
fact
can-
was, people were having a conversation, and you're talking to
can-
man about his channel. Nobody wants to know. We're on this channel right now.
The amount of time that
Live,
Kingo
and
all I
this
can smell is
man having a
fish. All I can
conversation.
smell is fish.
I don't want to hear about next man's channel. I don't want to hear it.
It's a fishy
Woman
noise.
power.
So
But Kingo,
next, hey,
hold on,
we
Kingo.
need to.
Hold on, Kingo.
We need to.
Let me
We
say
need to.
something.
I'm still. Look, can I say what I'm going to say? Please, I've got some crazy fucking cave woman going crazy. Let me just say what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kingo, let me say
Right?
something real quick.
So when
I told you he's in that mood. Kingo, you sound like you're in that mood today.
Yeah,
I knew
Kingo,
it.
So,
Kingo, let me say something real quick, though.
you know, it's interesting. I come on this panel and people say, "Oh, hello, King," or "Oh, you start talking." But bruv, when I jump off, it's like you're gossiping behind man's back. So it's like just such a
But we wasn't. But you do sound. You do have a certain sound when you're about to start shit.
Disingenuous group of people I think I've been in touch with, to be honest with you.
Why are you here then?
I don't even care what you say about me, but at the end of the day, you know, try and be a bit respectful. But I'm saying, Trilla,
oh my god,
we need to compete with Trilluminutter Live. So go live, my G, and we'll take his viewers, his ladies, all his donations eventually, bro. It'll take us about a year.
No. I'm good, bro. I'm good, bro. I don't need to compete with anybody. I just need to compete against myself. That's it. I just compete against myself.
No man could ever compete with
later,
you.
bro.
Stupid waste, man. Come on here, interrupting people's conversations, like, and then you want to talk about disrespect when you haven't got manners.
Me and Trill.
You think because you're disabled that you don't need to have any manners? Go sit down, find your manners, and come back.
I can hear the fear. I can smell the fear.
MJ has spoken.
The only thing that you can smell is your piss bottles in your room.
Shame. Shame.
Hey, Miss Fish.
And your dog's ass on your face.
I'm gonna call you Miss Fish.
Shame.
Can I call you Miss Fish or Escalop?
Same.
Hey, come on, man, love me. Hey, Mary Jane, why are you busting nuts? Why are you busting your man's nuts? Why are you breaking man's balls?
Shut up, oh, fucking.
Yeah, but why? Look, yo.
But
you know what?
What's wrong with you?
Kimbo, you make him laugh.
That's a fact, Kibo. Hey, shout out to Mary though. Hey, shout out to you though, Mary. You was talking some real good shit though about that business shit. That's some shit that I wish I would have known. Mary, for real, Mary. That's some shit I wish I would have known. I had to learn the hard way. Cause
Born's a businessman.
Like when most people either come from the streets or just working a regular job and then try to do their own business, we're not clued up on taxes and tax returns and tax write-offs and all of that shit. And
this is why accountants
yo, Born. Please don't be a dumb.
That's why accountants are so important. Especially chartered accountants.
And too much overhead was one of the reasons, and not really having sound money management is one of the reasons we had to shut down the restaurant the first time. So shout out to people like Mary who that's free game, man, for real.
For real, man.
I know sometimes Mary be full of shit, but tonight she's
There's a compliment sandwich, Mary. He just compliment sandwiched you.
I used to do consultancy for new businesses and small businesses, so it's something I definitely have a little bit to say on.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'll give people advice on OnlyFans. We're gonna put on OnlyFans. I'll tell people about it. What's my cut? What's my cut?
I know you. Have you got chunky? You know a lot of ginger women have got chunky toes.
No, bro. We're gonna set you up an OnlyFans, and I'm gonna manage it for you. I'll manage all of your finances.
MJ, you got chunky toes.
Show people your sexy wheels.
I
can wheel it real slow, but you know, real fast.
In all fairness, Kingo, people might pay for your bottles of piss, you know.
You got succulent toes.
Tantalizing.
Would you know?
You got some tantalizing toes. Have you got chunky toes though? A lot What is it with
What do you like chunky toes?
Are you in
Do you have long toenails, Akingo?
Huh?
Do you have long toenails?
Do I have long? I can't even see
Who
my
cuts your
toenails.
toenails?
You can't
Listen,
reach
I
them,
will
so
be needing a pedicure. I will be needing a pedicure, you know, and I've got, you know, a couple
Do you
of
scratch your leg with your
£1 million.
toenails?
I got a
Many
couple of
offers.
£1 million to spare, so, you know. Yeah.
What? It's a genuine, like, come on,
But
it's a
you
tool,
must be
isn't
able
it?
to reach your toenails
do you
by
do
now.
that, sir?
Yeah, that's why he, like, scratches it with his toes, isn't it?
Sash.
Toenails.
You know what? You know what's
Oh,
Real
interesting?
talk.
You know,
Do you do that?
Filipino are really short. Filipino people are really short, so they can touch their
Do you know what's really
they can
funny?
touch
You're probably my
anywhere on
height
their
now.
body. They can touch anywhere on their body.
But Kingo, your back must be bent over so
Coward.
much that you can touch your toes anyway.
Yeah,
No, it's
coward
true. It's true.
bastard.
But you know, Filipino have got
Knees and
mad
toes.
buff calves, though.
Head, shoulders, knees and
They,
toes.
you know, Filipino women have got
No.
buff calves, isn't it? So when they're
Bro,
on
you
top,
don't know nothing about women. Shut
they
up.
can ride for hours because they've got really
Yeah, they
strong
got buffer
calves.
calves
The
than you.
closest
I know
you've
that
ever
for
been
sure.
to a woman is Prince Harry.
They definitely got buffer calves than you.
I'm saying a lot.
Yeah, you haven't talked about your boyfriend in a while, though, Gold, haven't you? Not Harry. That was spying on you for a while. Remember?
Who's got a boyfriend called Harry?
That's,
What?
gayness already.
His
bro.
girlfriend, Prince Harry.
Gold
Gay.
was getting spied on by Prince Harry. Did you not know that, Sash?
That's gay. That's gay. Instantly, yeah.
No,
but
I didn't know
moving
that.
on
I
from
didn't know
that.
that.
I'm sorry, I'm not giving you enough attention, Dublin.
Prince
But
Harry was
just let me finish
I
with the
know,
main.
I know.
I know you're getting jealous. I know you're getting jealous.
Yeah, I know.
Just give me a second. Yeah, I'm actually trying to
Okay.
converse
Well,
with
take Harry out of your phone.
who? Harry? Harry? Oh yeah. Oi, what's interesting? Yeah, is that I gave the man them quote unquote, you know, activists, bad boys, real man, information about Harry and his dress escapades, but yet they got shown me pictures of me as a bad boy who's actually stood up to the
And what, they laughed at you?
No, I stood up to the basically.
You
I've
stood up to what? You can't stand up. Shut up.
I've stood up to the system, not through getting
Bro, you can't
my
stand
channel.
up to bring
Not
yourself to the
getting my-
toilet.
See
What are you talking
now,
about?
getting your channel blocked is not standing up to the system, bro. Don't try and make out that I'm gonna think that because YouTube are blocking your channel, you're some sort of man who stands on hack or truth.
What are you
I'm not
talking
gonna
about?
think that.
Talking about. Sorry,
I'm not
Whose channel did,
Yeah, what are
whose
you
channel
talking
did you
about?
get blocked?
So
Whose channel did you get blocked?
Go to the truth,
Gold,
right?
can
so
you
at
stop
the end of the-
trolling Zelini in
As a
the
matter
chat?
of fact,
one
no one
second,
gives a shit what
No,
you're talking
because you
about.
asked me a question,
No. We don't
He
care.
asked,
I retract.
me a
I
question. He
retract
asked me a
my
question
question.
about Prince
I
Harry.
don't
When
care
I've
about
given
the
you
answer.
guys
Where's Zelini?
information,
Zelini, where you at, brother?
why don't we get back? Why don't we get even on the system and all flipping start making memes about the guy? Why is memes getting made about people who are unimportant at this stage?
Who's making memes
Who's
about
making
who?
memes?
Maybe I should get
Everyone's
Raspek
important.
back here. Maybe I should get Raspek back here, and then we can start actually, you know, trying to defend the people against the system.
You are
But
such
you
a
do
name
that.
dropper.
We were one
You do
second.
that.
We
But
weren't
you're
outing.
fighting everyone,
We
so
were
who?
promoting. We were
I don't understand what you're talking about.
We were highlighting
But
racists
you hate everyone,
and
Gold.
people
You
like
hate
Mark
everyone,
Keller.
though.
Everybody
You hate
different. Do I hate?
Africans, you hate Europeans,
I hate
you hate
everybody.
Caribbeans.
I just hate.
But
I
you
just
hate
hate brothers that think
Africans,
they could.
you hate
I just hate
Africans,
brothers.
you hate
I just
Europeans,
hate. I
and you
just hate
hate
brothers.
Caribbeans.
I just
So
hate brothers
who's left?
that feel like they can talk to a man when they don't want to talk to him. Because what I feel like is if there's peace, then you shouldn't break something that's not broke. You shouldn't fix something that's not broken. So why, if there's peace
Oh,
between
you
me
like the
and you,
Israelis.
Dublin,
That's
if there's
right.
peace between me and you, Dublin, then what's the point of trying to push it just so you can
This is
look
definitely
big
an
in front of your
asylum.
friends or
It is.
whatever, bro? Just miss me, bro. There's so many other people to focus on. I don't see why
The
you're
second shift.
so worried about how
second
I
shift
feel about other
nurses and
people.
doctors in the building. Second shift. Second
Hey, that's
shift.
what I'm
We
saying,
need,
man.
Sir,
I'm focusing
we need
on the
second
Sir.
shift
gay,
on the
man.
clock
Sir.
now.
It's semi-gay.
Sir.
It's semi-gay. It's
Sir,
semi-gay, man.
sir, can I, sir?
God damn it, man.
Fucking hell.
I come on here, but I was like, I literally had one question for Triller, and
Yeah,
literally,
you came on.
Did you
I got
ask it,
I got
Kingo?
jumped by a
Did you manage to
5'2"
ask your
fucking
Yeah.
question?
Mexican.
You
I
did
got
manage
jumped
to
by a
ask your
5'2"
question. So
leprechaun.
what do you want?
You could have
Anything
asked
else?
that question
A
from the chat.
5'2" fucking leprechaun,
You
bro.
could have asked that question from the
That's
Do you
chat.
want anything else?
Nobody
he's trying
was
to vert you.
talking
He's trying
about
to
Triller.
vert
We
you,
were having a
people.
conversation
Now you
about
hate
people
Irish
And then I
starting up
got
a
people.
jumped
business.
by some flipping
Leprechaun.
cave woman with ginger hair. Like, allow me, man.
Oh,
Allow
yeah.
Calling me a
me.
cave woman. Have you seen
Well, you're
yourself?
acting like
Can you
one.
even
You're
look in
acting
the
like
mirror?
one.
Can you
You're
see
acting
straight
like
ahead
one.
of you?
You're
Can you actually
acting
see
like
straight
Cave
ahead
woman
of
of
you,
being
or can
sexy,
you
man.
just see your toes?
Did that? Well, it's not such a big thing. Like, if someone calls me a nigger, it's not. If someone called me a caveman, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care. Like, they call me a nigger, I
Cave
would
woman would
punch
be
them in the
sexy,
You're
nose.
the only person
I'm gonna
that
break
does
your
that
nose.
around
I
here,
will
though,
break your
Kingo.
nose. But I'm just saying. I don't think it's that much
You're
of a
the
bad
only one
thing.
that calls names around here, Kingo.
Well, you're a waste man. The only thing you are is a waste man.
How do you work that out? I've had more job than you. I've made more money. I've got a better house than you. One thing, I've got a better house. I've got a better house than you. All my family are
You
well
said that,
off.
Trilla.
Show me
They're
a
better
house.
off than you.
Show me a
But
house.
you're peasants.
Show
You come
me
from
your house
stock of
right
peasants.
now.
I only
Show
drive,
me your
yeah, when
living
people take the
room.
piss, yeah.
I come from
Switch
That's the
your
kings
only
camera
time I
on,
drive,
and
and
yeah.
I will
queens.
switch
I
my
don't
camera
mind. I
was
don't
on.
saying
care
to
if
you,
you
Go
feel
on.
like
rubbish on the
but don't
floor.
ever do that. Don't try it, bro. But I'm a waste man. You're a peasant, bro. You're a peasant. I've
Switch
made
your
more
camera
money than
on.
you.
Switch your
I've
camera
made
on.
more
Show me
money
your
than you.
bedroom. Show me your bedroom, and then I'll say you're
Listen,
not a waste man. Go on.
listen.
Go on. Switch
Look,
your
at the
camera
end of
on.
the day,
Switch your
look.
camera on.
At the end of the day, look. Now, a person
Switch
who's
your
a waste
camera
man
on,
is
and let
someone
me see
who
your big
gets up
expensive
and has
house that you're
all the
living in with
opportunity in
all
the
of your
world,
money.
in the world to make money, but they fall short in life, right? I've gone for everything, and I've got near enough everything that
Bro, the only
I've
money that
needed.
you get is your
Got real
personal
estate.
independence payment.
All I need, all I need is real estate now, really, to top it off. I don't need a car. I don't really need any holidays. I just need real estate, and that's something I'm working on. But at the end
Can you
of the
drive the
day,
Kingo?
at the end of no, I've never. I've
Give
got my
me the
license.
money.
Could you learn how to drive?
Yeah.
Why don't
I'm
you?
just gonna say. I'm just gonna say this.
Pretty cool.
With me, you can't
No, I'm serious.
disrespect me when
Double rules.
you're not doing
When
that
you
much yourself,
disrespect
Mary J.
yourself, you
Mary
don't know
Jane, what are you
nothing
doing
about my
yourself?
life. What
So,
do you know
let me
about
ask you a
me?
question.
What do you know about me?
Because I heard something. No, it's interesting. Like people telling me, people talk about what people bring and what people do for what, but it's like you've got to watch who you're pointing at when you're making these statements. Because one, you're saying to people you barely know, and for two, all your business is out online, so people can see what you're getting up to. People can see what you're doing and what you've done and what you're aspiring
Yeah,
to.
exactly.
Exactly. But
Everything
me,
that
I'm
I
the
have
king.
spoken
I'm the
about,
king. For all you know,
everything that I have
I'm
spoken
running
about
10
is something
businesses.
that you've put online. So tell me something about myself. Go on.
Well,
Tell
for
me
all
something
you
about
know, I could
myself.
be running 10 businesses. You never know.
Tell me something about myself.
You're rude and you're loud and you're direct.
Oh, well done,
How about that?
Kingo.
I'll tell you that. Do you want to know that?
Well done. Do you want a
Nah,
gold
honestly,
star
no,
for that?
Hey, don't hold
MJ,
back
you're not
if you
that
go.
bad. You're not
Don't
that
hold
bad.
back, bro. What else is on your
Honestly,
mind, bro? What
MJ's
else do you
cool.
think
I actually
about?
like MJ, but I just think like she tried to be controversial where she doesn't have to be. Just be a sweet
Stop begging
buttercup.
it, because I don't like
Be
you.
a sweet buttercup like you are. Just quit trying to be hard, man. Just stop it, bro.
Bro,
I
I
actually
told you
think MJ
months
could be
ago,
way
don't
worse.
Dominance, he came
I
through.
just think,
go and
I
do
think she's
something with your life and stop focusing on all these
definitely
like
could be way
Dominance
worse.
is coming
characters
back.
like Prince
All
Harry
right,
and
let's do. What are
oh,
you doing
this
with your life?
person is attacking me
Come on.
and this person is hacking me and red. Do something that's constructive.
Thank you for your advice.
You're welcome. Always welcome.
Whilst I study the most
Try to
profitable
provide a
market,
service.
whilst I'm studying and part of immersing myself in the most profitable market that you can in the world, you're chatting shit, bruv. With a
Oh, what you
nurse
But hold on.
with a nurse
But you're
outfit.
on the same panel. You're on the same panel. You're on the same panel that I'm on. So what are you talking
I'm
about?
just saying,
And you're in the biggest immersive market, crypto. Do you know how many people are doing crypto?
Let me
Do you know how
walk
many
with
people
you.
are doing crypto,
Let me,
bro? You're not
baby,
the only one
baby,
who's
let
doing
me talk
crypto.
with
It's
you.
dead.
Let me walk. No, but
Crypto was
listen,
last year. Crypto
you
is
see what? Yeah,
2019.
assets and commodities is
Ask it.
assets.
He's
So if I was to ask,
Nah,
if I
that's
was to
not
ask
true.
you,
Crypto
I
is
would say,
not
what's a
dead.
bond?
It's the
What's a
quickest
I was really
returns.
enjoying our conversation
what's an
before.
option? What's a bond? Yeah, what is a stock? What
Listen,
like
just because
you
you
wouldn't have a
got
clue. It's the art.
because you got
It's a
£20
fine
in
art.
Bitcoin doesn't make you a financial investor.
Who?
All right? You might have 100,000 Shibu coins, but we all know that's only worth £8. Okay,
Parking.
you have not immersed yourself in any financial market, bro. Allow it.
What you
I
King is a
Carl
financial
can
genius,
say
man.
is like,
Are you a Fed? Like, are you working with GCHQ or something? Like, are you watching how many times I wash my balls, clean my bum, eat? Like, I don't know how you know all this information on me. Sorry. What underpants am I wearing, Mary Jen? Or am I wearing any at all? What's your guess?
Ones he was
Or do you
I,
know?
wearing
I think
2 days
Or do
ago.
you know already?
crypto
You're so
isn't like a last
presumptuous.
year thing, isn't it? I think it's actually good if people learn it. So it's just good to know about it and invest a little bit, if anything. It's
I
not
bet
what you got.
Jen, I bet you're not into it. I bet you're
But
not even
Triller,
into
I bet
crypto.
90% of the panel is doing that, and man's talking about it like, you know, he's the only person
I'm being, I'll be honest
mate,
with you. Hey,
ever
my
Jen,
mate,
Jen,
invested
when
in
Jen,
my
crypto,
mate,
like
yeah,
big
Jen.
deal.
yeah, but it's good
Big
Hey,
to do
deal.
your
one
You
sec, Jen.
homework, yeah.
downloaded Coinbase and you
Hey,
read a
hey,
few
hey, hey,
tutorials.
one sec.
So
Let me
what?
just compile. Hey, one sec, Triller.
You going
It
to
helps.
uni?
Hey,
You
one
getting a
second. Hey,
degree?
yo, one second.
What are
One
we
second.
actually doing?
I've got three females in my family. My mum, my sister. They one of them owns a house, one of them doesn't, and I've got a younger sister, yeah, and she's got a kid. They all don't know anything about cryptocurrency. You don't really need to, and don't have any type of
Who
interest in it.
cares?
You know why? Do you know
Who
why?
cares?
Because they've got other lives. They don't give a shit about that. They've got other things that are way more definite, important, and something
What's your
that's not.
point? What is your actual
So the
point?
fact that you've told me you know a thing
Yes.
about cryptocurrency just shows you've got loads of time on your hands because you ain't got that actual genuine fucking direction and job
Stay
or
where you
information
are.
that you're studying. That's why you know so fucking
No,
much about it.
how about I
One
utilize my
second. And
time? How about I've learned to utilize my time so my time is
you should have a job.
profitable for
As
me?
a female, you should have other interests than
Hmm?
cryptocurrency, woman. You're wasting your life away. Have you
She literally just sat here
have you
and
washed your
explained
balls?
Innit?
about
Have you
different
washed your
ways
balls
you
this morning?
can handle your money. So what are you talking about, Kingo? She's literally
Have
just
you
sat
washed
here for half an
have you washed
hour
your balls
So,
this
speaking
morning?
about tax and that
Did
she
you wash
and not
your
only
balls
consults
that,
this
small
Saj,
businesses.
the thing that he tried to claim,
What are
he's
you
now
doing,
telling
man?
me that I'm claiming that. Like, what are you doing here, bro? Just
What are
allow
you
it.
doing? What are you
You're
doing?
dead.
Kingo,
Your
why are
banter
you
is dead.
beefing, man?
One
Like,
sec,
why
no,
are you doing
wait.
this?
I've made a very clear point. I didn't look. Females should not be knowing really about the
Oh,
cryptocurrency.
shit.
Men should
All
know
right.
more
So
about
what are you
Yeah.
cryptocurrency.
doing? What
Am
are
I
you
right
doing
in
with
saying
your
that?
life?
You're
What
wrong
are
Am I
in
you
right
saying
in
doing
that.
saying
with?
that?
No, you're wrong in saying that.
It's
It's
a
just
How do you
mental
the
get that?
dumbest thing I've ever heard.
illness.
Females are getting probably getting more money than guys are in you know what I mean, a lot of different jobs. So
Wait. No.
end of the
Don't
day, they
change it.
have more to
Just to
invest, dude.
sound. Just wait.
Yeah.
Don't virtual signal here. So you're telling me, Triller, that there's more men or more women go into crypto than men? Tell me.
No, I said
Be
there are a
smart,
lot,
What?
bro.
bro.
There's lots
Why?
of
Why?
jobs.
Why does
There
that
are a
even
lot
make
of
sense?
women
Be smart.
who
Be
have money,
smart.
bro.
Be
There are
smart
probably
with what
more
you're.
women that have money than guys do generally, bro. Like,
No,
you
but
know what I
that's
mean?
not that. You can make that.
So,
You can start that conversation after I finish what point I said because that's
so
irrelevant.
women
That's
should
very
learn how
irrelevant.
to invest as
I'm
well, bro.
saying cryptocurrency. It's like who makes more money online out of OnlyFans is most likely going to be women. I'm not talking about
Obviously,
that
it's
field. I'm
women.
talking
Yeah.
about. Come on, get with me. I'm just saying. Just like.
So what are you doing with your life,
Like she
Kingo?
tried
Back
to
to
slight
you.
me.
Back to
She tried
you
to
and what
slight me
you're
about
doing with your life.
cryptocurrency. I've brought up a more important point that actually blows back in her face. So don't try and
You
slight
haven't
me.
brought up any
Don't
point.
try and slight me as a
You're
disabled
trying to
brother.
talk about, oh, you're in some
Because women don't
upcoming
even like math.
immersive
Women don't even
financial
like math
market,
anyway.
trying
You're
to
not even
make it
good at
sound
math.
like something that it's not.
Women
Everyone
are
knows what
terrible
it
at
is.
math.
It's
I
crypto.
wouldn't
You're learning about crypto. Like 90% of the population is. So what? What else are you doing with your life
but
besides
that's it. You're
obsessing
wrong.
over
You're
Prince
wrong. You're
Harry?
wrong, woman. Actually, 1% of the population. So you know. So like you see that you're in your own world. You don't even know what's going on. You said 90% people.
No. Did you hear what I said?
Second.
Go on. What did I say? Go on.
So let me see. Yeah, you said 90% of the people are talking about. There's no 90% of people who know about cryptocurrency. That's how bitchy. That's how bitchy. That sounded mad bitchy with it. That sounded mad bitchy. No.
Was it just me or did he glitch?
I know. I know. You're getting the bitch out of me, man. You're drawing a bitch out of me. Yeah. Allow me, Mary Jen, man. Come on, man.
You dickhead.
No, but truthfully, I do need to do more, man. I do need to do more with my life. You know, when you're disabled, you can't move. You know, maybe drawing pictures on your floor
Oh
and
my
asking
god.
for someone to give you money when they go past with chalk or something,
What?
or sitting home
Maybe,
wasting your
yeah.
time.
That's a good
Write a
idea.
book. A
That's a good
Kingo.
idea.
Listen, I'll
Okay,
guarantee
so
you.
what,
Right? Okay, no. Hold on.
give me,
This is
you
for the
guys,
whole
what
Hold
opportunities are there?
on. No,
What
a
can I
Kingo.
do?
Hold on.
You
Shut
never look
up.
this
Let me
way.
ask the question.
All
Let
right,
me
go on,
ask the question.
go on.
Everyone on the panel, name one thing that a Kingo can do that's constructive for him in his spare time. I'm gonna start off. Write a book.
Learn how to drive. Sorry, I said that really loud. Learn how to drive.
Clean your
Triller?
headboard.
I would
I've
say
learned how to drive. I've learned how
anything
to
but
drive,
feel
but I ain't
sorry
got
for
my license.
yourself. So
Go on,
yeah,
carry
that's
on,
an
go on, carry on.
achievement. Yeah, in my opinion.
So start again. So wait, so someone
I'd
said
say
get a what?
study.
Clean your headboard. Learn how to drive.
Learn how to drive. Yeah, do you know what? I've learned how to drive. Thank you. Right. Go on.
I'd say study some.
Oh shit.
What was
Study
that?
See a
what, AB?
psychologist.
Study some, like some what you're interested in.
Who said
Study
that?
it. Do a study.
I like this guy. Who's that? Who's this brother? I don't even
Go
know.
get a woman. I said it
I'm a
before.
girl from another mode, mate.
There you go.
Who's that?
Yeah, don't.
Is that
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mohammed
so yeah,
Hamdan?
do a study. Do a study of your choice. What you like.
Wait, this is
what you
Mohammed
interested
Hamdan,
in.
isn't it?
Yeah,
No, it's not Muhammad.
that's who it is. Kingo.
Who the fuck is that? Oh no, fair enough. Go on, Karen. Anyway, not
Yeah,
important.
so do a study of your choice. What you're interested
All
in.
right, yeah, that sounds good. That's a study of my choice. Yeah, and you can get things done very quickly as well. That give fast route and fast tracking.
You're writing this down?
You could write poetry.
I do that on the side actually, Mary Jane. I think
Right,
everybody
Triller.
should do that.
Triller
If
writes
they're home.
poetry.
I write poetry. Yeah, I do. Yeah, I used to anyway.
Stop it, man.
Have you got anything here for us?
Can we have a poetry night? Can a Kingo and Triller
From no
read some
behaviour, you
poems?
know.
Guys,
Trill,
can we hear some poems?
Roses
Sasha,
are
bet
red.
you got a poem as well.
My
Come on,
poems are sad,
let's
though.
hear some poems.
Trill's my brother, man. I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah,
Like
my
this guy,
poems are sad.
he must have Pierre poems down there because I've been writing Pierre poems. Have you got any?
She
Have you
sent
got any to
Triller.
show us? Actually, Trill.
Kingo,
I told
let's
you
hear one of yours.
my poems are all sad.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
allow
Could
that.
we hear
I
one?
mean,
Could we hear
I
one?
could, I could, yeah, why not? Let me if I find my
Bro,
book.
Come on then,
is there
come on then.
anything that's remotely positive or uplifting?
I mean, yeah, I think
Let
there must be.
Triller
Let me
express
find my book.
himself how
Yeah,
he
let
feels
Triller
fit,
pick
please.
it
Can we
out.
hear the sad one?
Go find one, Triller. It's 4 a.m. somewhere.
Nah, my sad ones are all about love and stuff like that.
Wait, can you
So,
run a beat, please? Can you run a beat, please, Jets?
No, I just want to hear a cappella, please. Thanks.
Right.
oh, fucking hell. Yeah, just
Triller,
gotta give it a minute.
Triller.
Book, man. I don't know where I put my shit.
I won't laugh. Let me go mute. I won't laugh. I won't laugh.
No.
I wrote this shit years ago, man. Fuck it up. Need to write some new stuff down. All right, cool. I'll give it a try. Hold up.
Jeez, go on, Triller.
And
This one you
Kingo, in the
sent her, right?
meantime, stop
Go
it,
on,
you
please.
lot. In the meantime, Kingo, can you find one of yours so we can hear one of yours after?
I do, man, but I've got to turn my flipping tab
That's not
off.
like a teacher.
It's strange. Now I've got my tab isn't multifunctional like that, but I'm gonna try. Yeah, I think Freestyle Friday. I'm gonna try and get on there, man. Try and maybe spit some. I don't know. Yeah. They're sick as well, you know, but they're more like raps. Mine are more like raps. They're not really like old English sort of poems. When poems are good though. They've got their unique like. You know what I
What are
mean?
you saying, Triller? You ready to go?
Yeah, cool. All right. So
All
I'll
right.
call this one Opposite Attraction. All right. So anyway, I wrote this fucking years ago. Evil plays as goodness does. Evil hates as goodness loves. Time is an illusion that passes by. Time is present below and high. Wealth is in riches, power and name. Wealth is humble and has nothing to gain. Should we believe in the devil's might, or should we believe that God is right? Shower a blessing upon your soul, for you shall receive an ancient gold. Lions and tigers, wasps and bees, share the same door, but hold different keys. Let us journey through hearts and minds. Let us remember to love and find. Love brings joy, happiness, and life. Love brings pain, sadness, and strife. Desire and lust lead us to think that things are more than food and drink. Goodness, virtue, and knowledge are kind. Deaf is ignorance, selfish is blind. Should we become better than the best, or should we fall beneath the feet of the rest? Words without actions are leafless trees. Actions without words make you fall on your knees. Sadness finds love like night meets day. Evil invites good in the exact same way. Admire those who work without pay. Learn to forgive the corruption of today. Let us see without color and hear without sound. Let us fly to perfection and pray on the ground. That's it.
Easy done, brother. Love that. Love that.
That was good, Triller. That was good.
Well done,
Oh,
Triller. Well
yeah.
done.
That was good.
I like that.
For a
Who's
slight
singing
second,
at
there was
the
almost
bean
a little
bit?
tear in my eye. What the hell?
It's quite a lot.
Akingo,
Of
can
that
you
was
match that?
nice.
I think that
You know
was
what?
really
You know
yeah,
what it
you
is.
know what?
Well done.
I wrote
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I wrote that after I read, Aguirre's of Innocence. Yeah, by Blake. I think he wrote it. And honestly, that poem was so long, and I thought to myself, let me have a shot at writing something a little bit long like that. And yeah, but I recommend reading. I think his name is Thomas Blake or something. The Aguirre's of Innocence. That poem for me, that hit home for me. I was like, wow, how long did it take him to write that? You know what I mean? This took me about a day.
How long? Yeah,
Like, it probably
a
took
day.
him, his poem, like fucking months or weeks, or maybe, I don't know, like some poets take their time to
What
write.
was it about, Triller?
Mine, it's just about there's good and bad in everything. Do you know what I mean? Kind of thing, you know? And
Oh, big up,
just,
Triller.
yeah. So I wrote that in India like a few years ago. It's kind of bored.
Good poem, man.
Why are you laughing? You're a hater,
That was,
Akingo, man.
that
I'm
was
not.
when
No,
he had
listen, I'm
space
not.
around
No,
you.
no, no, no.
You're a
I'm
hater.
laughing.
Like,
Go on, Dublin. What was you say? No, I'm laughing. Yeah, because Rika B was like, yeah. By the way, what was you saying again?
No,
What
I
was you
never
saying
said
again?
that.
I didn't
no,
hear
she
you. I didn't hear
didn't.
what you. And
Akingo's a
he said
hater, man.
he said a
Raw.
whole poem, boy. And Rika B's like,
Just
yeah.
Nah,
because
By
he's
the
you
way,
alright.
wanted
He's
to
alright.
laugh,
Nah,
Gold. You
Rika
wanted to
asked
laugh from a long time.
what was it
You
about?
started laughing at
You
it.
say what is it about, and I just put it in context.
Exactly.
You know what
no,
I mean? What it
Rika, I
was.
love you. Though you're a nice girl. You know, you're you're like a light.
He's hitting on you.
Oh, so Akingo, can we hear
Really
yours
nice
now?
energy.
MJ, you're so mean.
That's the thing. Yeah, I would like to. Do you know what? I am. But listen, I would like to hear.
Freestyle one. Go on.
No. Do you know what? Honestly, yeah. I would like to hear him sing that in like a Sean Paul type of thing, because I reckon
Oh my gosh.
he could sing it, but connect the words, but so it'd be like.
There once was a
But
man called King Gold.
you
Believe he
know
would never
Sean
get
Paul.
old.
it's very like euphoric, and trust me, bro. If I got the right person, is it Sean something? You know the R&B Asian brother.
No, bro.
No one knows that. What's his name
so have you
again?
got a poem, Akingo?
He hasn't got one. That's basically what he's
Is
trying
it
to say. He
Sean
hasn't.
Paul?
That's pretty much what he's saying. Man.
No, I don't have
Oh,
that.
okay.
Sorry.
All right.
All right, so you was
Nothing
chatting
to
shit then. You don't write poetry then?
I do, but I can't get it up because my tab. If I log out of my tab, if I come
All
out,
right,
can't
so
get it up.
poetry. Do you know what? I believe that
can't get
poetry
it
is
up.
such a no. Listen, poetry is such a beautiful thing that it should be handwritten. That should not be on your tablet. You need to handwrite. You need to have a special. Go and buy a notepad that's just for writing poems and start writing some actual poetry. And in a month's time, I'm going to ask you, and you're going to have a poem dedicated to your favorite panelist, Mary Jen.
It's gonna be a really, really horrible poem for you, boy. Fucking
That's like
bitches.
if you don't.
Why do I hate these bitches?
No, bro. Not
Every
at all.
time they
I'd be
want
telling her
my
how
riches.
beautiful everything looks.
Not that
Goddamn
accent.
bitches.
Wrong
Everything
accent.
sounds.
Okay, let's don't do that
I
accent.
don't want war with Mary Jen. I'm not going to win that. I'm just not going to win it. I'm not going to win it with Mary. You can't win.
I'm glad you know that.
Man.
No, I wouldn't even bother. I don't try and climb uphill. Thank you.
So yes, well done,
it.
Triller.
You couldn't even try.
It takes guts. It takes guts to read a poem, man.
You keep setting up jokes for us. What you say, Sash? You gonna read a poem?
No, I ain't got no poems. I'm
Don't
all
lie.
Freestyle Friday. I'm Freestyle Friday out. I don't know why that came out as American. But I was just going to say, it takes guts to read a poem online. So, yeah, big up, Triller. Big up,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, piece of cake. Don't worry about it. I appreciate it
Wait,
anyway.
chill on, brother. Sorry, I'm just gonna quickly ask this. Yeah, who's that massive, huge star? Not he's big back in the day. Maybe like 3 years ago, but he's
the
Asian
Asian,
brother. He was
the
everywhere,
G,
fam.
yeah.
What was his name?
Ouch.
There's only
Not really
there's
got to
not
guys. That's the
many
point.
Asian brothers that make it big in the music industry, like singing R&B.
Jay
Like,
Sean.
Jay
yes,
Sean.
yeah. I need to try. You sing that poem. Look,
You
if
know,
you
Jay
was to make
Sean's
that
from
poem,
Southall. You know that. No, this guy.
in
He went to yeah.
Jay
I
Sean,
know him. Freaking. Yeah, he's a little bit older than me, I think. But yeah, I remember like freaking guys in his year and that telling me about this guy was out there on the streets promoting his music on CD, like tape, whatever, just giving it to people. Listen to my music. Look at him now. I mean,
yeah,
rolling with the
everybody.
stars.
But that's usually the fledgling career for everybody. Everybody, you've got big people doing that, like DJs and mixtapes and all that.
He could have kept his real name though. For example,
Why? He couldn't get. He could. He what?
he could have.
Oh, Jay Sean. I thought that might have actually been his name. Obviously, the
Yeah,
Sean thing,
was
definitely
it
not.
Triller? Definitely not.
Definitely not.
I don't think it is. I don't think
But
it
no,
is.
if
He's
you
a cheap guy, man. He's a
listen,
cheap guy.
bruv, I was listening to them lyrics, yeah. Bruv, if you break that down and add a little something to that, it's nice enough, poetic enough. The lyrics are poetic enough for that to be an R&B song. So you never know. You could
Oh
be.
no. If I had a track, yeah, then I can write something to it. That's the way I like to work. If I'm gonna fuck around with music, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, true. I
Because
just
then I
feel
can
like
just,
when you hear a lot of these songs, there's a lot of poetry in them. There's a lot of these massive songs like Neo. Like Neo. He's very poetical, brother. Like none of his lyrics are just straightforward. I want to mash and we be sexing until 9 a.m. It's not straightforward like that. It's just like he'd be talking about making love, in the snow, making snow angels or rose petals or some shit like that. It's way more sort of creative.
What?
Making love with snow
He's
angels.
way more creative and
How's that work?
and romantic about it.
Who's singing about
Sounds
making
romantic.
snow angels and rose petals? What are we doing?
Oh, that's R. Kelly. R. Kelly and all these man there. They just well, actually, no. R. Kelly's more to the point. They're more direct, but like people who are creative
So,
with the way
girls, what kind of
like
music do you actually listen
Neo,
to?
yeah,
What kind of
like
music do you
Neo,
listen to?
Drake's very creative.
Is that who you listen to?
What type of music do I listen to?
Yeah.
Afrobeats really mostly. Honestly, but the Afrobeats have taken what my ear in the last 6 months because I don't know what's going on there, what they're eating, bro. But there's just so much music coming out. So that'd be the best emerging market, I'd say, if you want a good variety of music to listen to. But what about yourself? What are you listening to these days? There's not much to listen to, in my opinion. I'm not gonna lie. R&B's dead. R&B, mainstream R&B.
I listen to proper old school music like Take That and Britney Spears.
Oh fuck.
Are you serious?
Oh my god, I love them so much. They're
Bruv, I
so
actually thought you
amazing.
was
Oh
cool.
my
I
god.
literally thought you was cool, brother, just until 5 seconds ago.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Did you say Take That and
I said Take That, yeah.
Spice Girls?
Westlife. Westlife is definitely.
Oh my god, Spice Girls. Yeah. Oh my god, how could I forget about
OMG.
Spice Girls?
OMG. OMG.
Boyzone, Westlife. Come on, Sash.
Yeah, Westlife.
NSYNC.
E17.
Oh my god, NSYNC. Backstreet Boys.
Mm-hmm. All of them.
Backdoor Boys.
All right. How come they were all white boys though? Why do you only pick the white boys?
That's true. Good point.
Damage.
Innit?
Damage. Since she's talking about that.
The white
Damage.
scene.
Hey, Damage was a
And S
sick
Club
group.
7. S
Boom,
Club.
Hey, Damage wasn't white.
Ain't no
We're
party
gonna
like an
show
S-Club
you
party.
Yo, Damage was black as
hell.
tar. I mean, excuse me,
Get
sorry.
down from
I can't
side
use
to
that word.
side.
I
Ain't
can't use
nobody
that
like an
word.
S Club
Sorry, I couldn't use that.
party. Yeah.
Yeah, blacker than Maku, bro. Damage. They weren't white. Why are you putting them in the white category? There's
was
like
talking about bands that I
hair
like.
follicles.
I heard that you tried out for Damage.
Damage, but I'd rather if JLS offered me billions of pounds, I wouldn't even buy their music or be known to buy their music. That's how I was back in the day. Anyone put JLS next to me, I put on a mean mug, bruv. Yeah, and said, I'm not like that, fam. I'm not trying to sound or look or be
But
putting
you was their
anything.
biggest fan.
No, man. I reckon they did a disservice. Not saying they did, but they got loads of
Disservice to
feminine like
mankind.
mixed race people and put them to the front, man. That's what I thought. Or just people I don't rate. Obama, JLS, all these. Yeah, man. Like there was, if you look at.
What's your issue with
Solid,
mixed race people? Akingo, you really confused me because one day you got a problem with black people, then you got a
It's not
problem
a
with white
problem.
people, and then you got an issue with
He
mixed
just
race
hates everyone.
people.
No, I said, if you listen to what I'm saying,
Is there anyone you do like?
No, not really. I don't have to like
Fair
anybody.
enough.
I don't have to
Do you
like
like
it. As long
yourself?
as I'm not actively
Yeah,
going out of my
do
way
you
to
like
be
yourself?
disrespectful to you.
Do you like
then
He
yourself,
definitely likes
bro?
Definitely, he does.
Do I like myself?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't get up every day and look at your body and your eyes in the mirror and say, I'm happy, I'm really happy, and I thank God that I'm blessed, then bruv, there's something wrong with you.
I am
So is that a
So
yes?
that one means you're going to look at the next man and see what he's got that's better, and then you're going to be idling him, or just you're going to let him his greatness.
So is that
make
what you
feel
do
like
every
shit.
morning? You get up and give thanks
You're going
and
to
be
let his
grateful.
greatness.
Do
Yeah.
you get up every morning and give thanks and be grateful for what you have?
Oh, well, I mean, that's one thing I know that I appreciate things.
But
that's
do
one
you
thing I
carry that
make
on
sure
throughout your day? Or
that
do
it's
you
in
then
my
start to
body.
get angry at life and then start taking it out on people?
If you take things out on people, it doesn't necessarily mean you don't appreciate things. It just means that you've got less tolerance, or you're more
Or
sensitive,
deep down you're not happy, even though you want to wake up and give thanks to a God that you probably don't believe in. You're then going to spend the rest of your day unhappy, realizing what life is. And this is why I said do something that helps you to be constructive for yourself.
I'm not going to lie, yeah. I appreciate like you feel like you're trying to give me help.
No, because the things that
you
you just
sound
said
more
about
depressed than
people
me.
focusing on other people's. You're talking about people focusing on other people's life and what other people are doing and not
You
doing.
sound more
But
depressed
you
than
do
me,
that the
Mary Jen.
most. You
No,
do
I
that
don't.
the most. You
No,
come
I
on
don't.
here talking about random celebrities or people like Prince
No, I don't.
Harry as a typical example.
Yeah, so I've spoken about Prince Harry one time, man.
Things that
Prince
don't
Harry
actually affect you in
Like-
real life. And it was more than one time. It was more than one time. You came on here for about 2 weeks trying to talk about it every single day.
Yeah,
talking about you've got pictures,
I had beef with someone.
and then you didn't have pictures.
Because
But the point is,
when it's all said and done,
your focus is on other people that
back,
have no importance to you, whereas your focus should be on yourself because you are the most important person in your life.
Mary J has spoken.
That makes no sense at all, because that means everybody would not, no one would radio stations wouldn't exist.
Oh, if that don't make sense to you, bro, I can't break it down into any more simplistic form. I've dumbed it down as much as I possibly can for you. I'm sorry.
If people don't speak about things or other people or places, then your whole outlook would make this world so dead. Literally. I'm not saying go gossip and chatty patty about every single thing you need to, especially about if you're another man talking about another man. But you're going to talk about things, women, stars.
Yeah, no. That's general socializing, and you're correct. Like people need to socialize and have conversations about life and things that are going on, but not to obsess over certain things. Do you know what I mean? And then to jump online and get upset about, and just like you obsessed about Prince Harry. And then in the last couple of weeks, you've been obsessing about Emzalini. It's an obsession, bro.
How can someone be obsessed? If I was obsessed, I'd have his picture up on my fucking DP, wouldn't I?
Bro, we asked you for pictures and you didn't have any.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Yeah, is that like I was literally telling you guys about something that I'd found out before, which is like literally the whole thing about this channel is red pill. What do you know what that means, Mary Jen? It means you haven't given an alternate reality to what you already know.
This is Trilluminutter Live.
Yeah, but it's still the same concept. Trilluminati, anything to do with Illuminati is
truth and real
knowledge, wisdom, or
It's
fakery.
truth and real. Ain't nothing to do with red pill.
Wait, Trilluminati. Okay. Well, okay, you're saying that there's no correlation between illuminated people and Illuminati and a red pill and the truth. They literally hiding the truth from us. I mean, it's not completely synonymous.
Anyways, going back to the point to Kingo of you need to focus more on yourself. And I hope you don't think I'm just getting at you. I'm just trying to give you some genuine advice. Please don't take it the wrong way.
You know, someone who
He
said
just
that.
likes to tell you what to do.
Imagine that. It's me saying, yes, me saying, you need to stop talking so loud. And I'm screaming.
He just likes to tell you what to do.
You're focusing on me whilst you're saying this. You know, I like you, Jen, but sometimes you need to little think ahead.
Stop calling me Jen. Why do what?
Just a little bit.
You're
Just like 10
close
minutes.
friends now. You're close buddies now.
You're getting way too
you.
close for comfort about Jen.
You're right, though.
It's MJ or Mary Jen about Jen.
I'm trying to beef with you, man. At the end of the day, if my mum was saying the same thing, or my nan, I'd have to agree with her. Or a life coach. It's just that it's Jen in it, and I'm thinking, you know what? I think she's trying to get at me. But you're right. You're right. Anybody should be focused on yourself as much as possible, especially when you kind of build yourself up, right? So yeah. You can't argue with facts, and that is facts. I mean, it's so obvious. You point out the obvious. I think it's a bit. I think it's a bit what's the word? Patronizing. That you haven't even asked. You don't even know what I do. You've never met me in real life, and you're trying to almost sort of like give me. It seems like it's motivational, but I think it's underhand virtual signaling to make yourself feel bad, even if you subconsciously don't even know it yet or not. Because I've come on here and you're kind of like addressing King Gold, like you're trying to fix me or something. When it's crazy, but it's you know I don't know if you've ever made £2,000 in an hour. Have you made like it's not even a big, and I did that physically when walking
still comes down to the money.
stuff.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Not just pressing buy and stake, okay, on a fucking crypto platform. I was literally selling real estate, but I didn't own none of it. So I was selling buildings, and I made £2,000 out of commission. I was just making commission, paid in your hand. You don't think you ever made that? And if you have, then you worked your arse off, because I had to work my arse off for that. For 1 hour or 2 hours, I don't think you've ever worked that hard.
If you remember, see, the thing is that's clever, right? And this is what I was saying to you earlier on. I don't advise people to sit down and have some 9 to 5 and try and get their dream job and whatever. I'm about people being clever about making money. Make as much money as possible in as little time as possible. So if you can make £2,000 in an hour, good on you. You could be doing that right now from the comfort of your chair and your desk and your computer. So if that's what you're doing, fantastic. As I said earlier on, people don't need to worry about me and where I make my money or how much money I make. I've got a roof over my head. I have a laptop that I jump on this stream on every day. I have a banging internet connection. I have food in my belly, and I have a clean bed to sleep in. What more does anyone else need to worry about?
Yeah, I know. No, I'm not trying to like throw that in your face or anything. Trust me, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying what I have. Don't think I've come on this earth and I feel like anybody who has the ability to do what they can and then you don't do it, that's a waste, man. That's someone who's squandering their opportunity. But if you come to this world and you've tried, you've done, and then you just fall on bad times because of no fault of your own, then that man can't be even questioned. You can be motivated to not crumble to lower depths, but you can't question that man about the amount of effort you put in your life. I think that's just like it's a little bit patronizing, but it's cool. No, but you're right. You're definitely right. Motivation is definitely the hardest thing. I think for anybody. And how do you get that motivation to get off your bed when every fiber of your being is telling you to lie down? And how do you work through pain? When you experience pain, how do you work through that? It's very difficult. But anyway, when I start going on these monologues, I'm not going to do it because I'll do that when I get my own channel.
Kingo, do you get angry when you feel like people are patronizing you?
Do I get angry? Yeah, anybody would. I just feel like if you want to be genuine about a conversation, and not try and make it some sort of big spectacle, then have a conversation with me. Really, genuinely want to know about me. Drop me an
Okay, but
email. Try and be nice. I'll speak to you. We'll speak offline. And if
okay,
you
but
really
you
want
know
to
what?
know,
The real world
yeah.
isn't like that, innit? The real world's not like that,
No,
unfortunately.
the real
So
world. This is not the real world.
have you learned
This
how
is
to
not the real world.
channel your anger into something beneficial for yourself? Because
Yeah, no,
anger is very useful.
it is. But you know what? The funny thing is, I've lived my whole life with on a drop of a hat that I'll get very angry, but I've been able to contain myself, control myself.
Yeah, but you see when
Yeah.
someone's patronizing you, right? Like they're trying to like. So I'm just gonna speak up for you now. We can go. When someone's patronizing you, right? Speaking down to you in a way, right? And it's kind of demeaning you or devaluing you, yeah. You gotta call it out there, and then that's the only way to do it. Rather than go into like frustration or anger, you gotta call them out and say, "Hey, mate, why are you patronizing me for?" Well, just say it in words because they gotta be told. They don't actually know they're doing it. They don't actually know they're doing it because they're looking at a control perspective. They think they can control the situation. They can control you even, and that's what you don't like. I get it, Kinga. You don't like that control point there because they're trying to control your mind even by, controlling the converse. So you got to call them out on it. That's it. Instead of going into the next stage of frustration and anger, you just got to call them out, say it in words, and see what they got to answer. Because a lot of people don't have an answer to it. Because you called them out blatantly at that point, they got caught.
You know what? I've got real respect for people who can get frustrated but not say anything and hold it in. I honor them.
No, you got to say something. You got to say something because they'll never learn otherwise. They'll do it again otherwise. You got to say something. You got to give yourself some value at that point. But you can't get angry to the point of like saying something wrong, I guess. You know what I mean?
But also, sometimes you got to recognize if someone is being patronizing or it's something else. Do you know what I mean? Because sometimes when it's you receiving the information, it might come across in a certain way that's not intended to come across as. So, don't always take things so seriously, and maybe just take on board what people are saying before you start jumping back with your little rebuttals and stuff.
So conversate about it first. Yeah. Conversate about it first.
Someone said that to be the other. Go on, sorry. Go on, brother.
Yeah, just conversate about it first. Yeah, I think that's best to find out exactly what's going on. But yeah,
Muhammad
you got to tell them what you feel. Yeah, tell them what you feel. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
There was someone called Muhammad. I don't know, like you guys know him. He's in the chat. He said, "Look, you speak. Was it speak less and listen more?" I think that's what you're trying to say, basically. Yeah. When it comes to people telling you stuff,
yeah,
or
definitely
trying to teach you
definitely
stuff.
Speak. Definitely speak, and tell the person what you're thinking, if you're feeling, because you're at the end of it, yeah, and you got to speak up. That's what giving yourself value is. But then you got to be able to hear the person after that what they say, because it might be a misunderstanding, like MJ said. It might just be like some kind of wrong, give and take. You know what I mean? But you got to be able to conversate for at least 2 minutes before you go on one. You know what I mean? To I don't know, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds. You got to hear the other person out, because you might be getting it at the wrong end. You could be, but you got to say your mind. You got to speak your mind. You got to speak your mind. Yeah, I agree with that. And tell them what you're feeling. Tell them what you're feeling.
People. You know them people that like you get half your sentence out. They hear something they don't like, and they're like, brrr, you're like, bro, let me finish what I'm saying. I hope I'm not one of them people, man. I'm not. I'm blatantly not. I hear people. You got to hear people out, man.
No, I've heard you, and you're not one of those people. But it's a build up, isn't it? You're getting pissed off with people. I can hear that. But you know what I mean. Be the intelligent person, man. Be the intelligent one. You know what I mean. Take a step back, and you will triumph, man. Trust me.
To be honest with you, bro, you know what? You know your sort of observational type of attitude that you're having here is almost like trying not to get too involved emotionally. I was that guy, bro, but like I don't want to be seen as this person who is around people, right? And like I feel like I don't want to speak, or I don't need to speak to you. I don't want to. Just it's rude, isn't it? It's rude. So more times I want to come and chat and converse with people on all levels. I'm not gonna yeah. That's the thing, man.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying stay silent.
I'll
Definitely
speak
not.
to anybody at any
Definitely not.
time.
Don't
Go on.
stay silent. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying definitely speak, but just to hold it down, I suppose. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hold it down
Yeah,
for a little
yeah.
bit longer. For a little bit longer, because you might be getting some more information after that. Still, it's
I
a
know.
fine line. But yeah, man. I know what you're saying because I've seen what's happening a little bit with you.
And you know what, as well, just to say, Kingo, I think like a lot of the things that you say make a lot of sense. Sometimes, and a lot of the advice that I've heard you given to people, I think to myself, I wonder if he actually follows this advice himself. Like if a King Gold lived the way he tells other people to live, he'd be doing a lot better in life. Do you know what I mean? So I think sometimes we can be our own biggest enemies, and maybe it is just that motivation that's stopping you. And we can all be guilty of that. Do you know what I mean? Like we know there's things that we want
Can
to
I ask you
do.
a
There's
question,
certain
Mary
ways.
Jane?
1 second. There's certain ways that we want to live, but we're the ones that hold ourselves back from doing that. Do you know what I mean? It might be, oh, I want
It's
to
mad,
apply
bro.
for
It's
that
like she's
job.
talking to a nitty. It's like she's talking to me like I'm a nitty or something. Yo, can I ask you a question?
Like, no. See, here's the thing.
Are
I
you a
don't
doctor?
understand. I don't understand why what I've just said to you, you're perceiving that as I'm speaking to you like a nitty. This is advice I would give to anyone. We are our own biggest enemies in life. We are the ones that stop ourselves from being motivated
Are
or
you in healthcare?
progressing in life.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Are you in healthcare?
Why?
But also acknowledging that someone is going through a hard time and a hard spell is just as important as trying to motivate them and try and give them this sort of internal motivational push. Because when you don't acknowledge that people going through stress, it's very disrespectful. That's all I'm saying. It's almost like on a micro scale of what's happening with black people in general. It's like, oh, if you don't
Bro,
acknowledge
hold
your
on a
thing,
second. How are we
then
gonna
you're in
take this?
a
How are we gonna take this
perpetual
from
state of
medical to I
victimhood.
don't
And it's like,
understand your
no,
pain
I'm just
to black
acknowledging things
people?
that are
Huh?
there. I said, go on. You're trying to come. I was just trying to speak. You're trying
No,
to
I'm
cut
saying
me.
let's not take it too off topic.
Yeah, it's not. But I mean, I just feel like,
No, but the thing is, I'm just
unless
talking.
you're,
I'm talking about we can be our
are
own
you a
biggest
nurse?
enemies, and you're bringing it back to your pain. Like this is the thing. Yet again, you're the one that has to manage that. You're the one, or your carers, or whoever is involved in your health care or your general care is the one who should be managing your medication, managing your prescriptions, pain management. There's pain management clinics.
Have you
There's
been a
lots of
manager
things
for
going.
somewhere
Like
long, man?
if you are at,
Yeah,
you're at
bro.
the point where you have a carer, I'm assuming you have a team around you
Like,
who can
we'd be.
put things in place. So I'm
This is
sorry, I
what, bro.
can't keep
This is
feeling
why, bro.
sorry for you,
I
knowing that
can't.
you live in England
Like,
where we
look at
have an
this girl, bro.
NHS
Listen
system
to her, bro.
that
Look
can
at this
help
woman.
you with pain management.
That's why I don't like her, bro. I don't. There's something wrong with you, like.
Yes,
No,
things
hold
might
on,
be
In your
hold
difficult
on.
brain,
for
bro.
you,
Let me jump in. Let me
but
Twisted,
jump in.
bro. Wrong with you. Let
Let
me
me
just
jump in.
explain to you. Go on.
Yeah. Let me jump in. Yeah. So,
I want someone else to have their
and
opinion. Like, am I going crazy or something? Or is this woman just
no,
literally
no,
just
no, no, no.
disrespect?
Listen,
yeah,
I heard,
I'll be.
I heard what you, I heard what
Right.
you said. You said that you said something along the lines that someone should like recognize that you've been through a tough time before they speak to you, or some along that line. You said that, right? MJ
No,
said
you need
some
to
like,
acknowledge. No, one sec. You need to acknowledge people's disabilities or hurdles or
yeah,
problems that's
yeah.
stopping them.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
So to that point, so MJ said some to the opposite. Um, she said some really wrong. Actually, she said that take some for your pain, right? But the point is that she's kind of giving the hard liner, right? Basically, you've
Pause.
been through some shit. You've been through some emotions, right? Emotional shit, which has come from experiences, yeah. And we all have got that as well. And
AS, bro. AS,
you know,
ankylosing spondylitis.
sorry.
Because you're talking about work and progression and what you're doing with your life. If someone's got AS or MS, if they can walk down the road with a Zimmer frame, they'll be lucky. Like, you've
Can
got
I
to put
say
these
one
things in
thing, please?
perspective and be real about situations. Now, I'm not going to
Can
tell
I
you I'm
say
going
one
to,
thing to you, Kingo?
yes, sis, but I'm not going to expect, like, I'm not going to say I'm working, one sec, sis. I'm going to say this and you can take off. I'm not going to say I'm working towards running 100 meters in under 13 seconds because I'm never going to be able to do it. There's no point me trying to internally create this fucking fantasy or delusion. I'm going to try and do it just to make sure, just to keep me motivated. I'm just real about this shit. and I can't you can't expect man to get a job, and I've got and I can't even you even know my situation in it. So just be real about
But
it.
no
innit?
one's telling you to
Oh,
get
right,
a
hang
job.
on. The only thing I'm going to say to you, I can go, yeah? You are more than a disabled
Mm.
man.
Mm.
Like, you're more
Oh,
than a
thanks.
Good
disabled
luck.
man, right?
I know,
So
man.
if
I know.
everyone
life.
does trigger you and try to remind you of that, they might not do it in such a friendly way, but everyone's trying to remind you that you are more than a disabled man. You fully have taken that on now. Like, that is all you are. You're more than that.
Who? No.
You
Because
are more
people
than
talk
a
about
disabled man.
no. See now, this is what you're not catching here. This is why I feel like, and look, the problem with the society is that until you're there, you don't know about it. So people
But are you
like
only a disabled man, Akingo? Have you
no, but
literally,
no.
is
But
that all you
listen,
think of yourself?
the reason why disability gets spoken so much on here is because people like
Because
to
you bring it up. No
virtual
one else has
signal.
brought it up but you. No one
Okay,
here
Mila,
has. No one has actually spoken about your physical disability at this moment in time, except for you.
all right, but like if you go back, guys, you rewind back. Like, literally, you do it every time I come up here. Like I'm trying not to talk about me, trying not to talk about much, but you seem to put it on me. When I know you're disabled, and I could speak about you, but I don't mention it because it's not my place to. I don't know how.
All
I
right
don't know
then.
what
So
you're
how am
going
I
through.
disabled?
So for
Explain.
me to
So
say
you know that
something,
I'm disabled. Explain
well,
how I'm
apparently you've got
disabled for a
some
start.
sort of disability,
It's
haven't
because you're
you?
ginger. Sorry, I'm going to mute.
I don't know.
I'm fucking him, man.
That's the thing, yeah. That's the thing, yeah. Like people who virtual signal, I wouldn't say you're bullying. That's
Right,
just
so here's the thing. You couldn't
but
answer that question.
you're
All right.
trying to
So
bully.
you've no ability if I'm disabled or not. And here's the thing, King Gold, is any issues that I do have, be they mental or physical or emotional, I don't necessarily jump on the stream and tell everyone about it and then get upset with people when they want to speak to me about the same things that I have opened up about on the panel. Like, some of us keep our private lives private. You speak about
Okay.
things on the panel, so this is why they come up in conversation. Now,
Yeah.
you're the one, when I was speaking about motivation in general, yeah, as I said, general advice, you started talking about pain and your disability, and I would give you the same advice for that. You need to manage that. You need to utilize the services, the people, and everything that you have around you to your advantage, and only you
Right,
can
cool.
do
But
that. Only you
there's
can
a
tell
time
your
and place, isn't
doctor
it?
if your
Yo,
medication is not
there's
helping.
a time and
Only
a
you
place
can research
to
alternative
address me
medicines
about
that
my.
can help you.
If I don't feel
Only you
comfortable with
can
you
manage
addressing
your
me,
weed
if I don't
consumption
feel
that
comfortable
helps
with
you
you
with your
addressing me
pain.
about my disability, why do you proceed to do it? There's a time and a place. This is a
You
fucking
brought up your
panel, a talk
disability,
show.
not
No,
me.
I didn't.
You
No, I
brought up
didn't.
your
Play it back.
disability,
Play it
bro.
back. Nope, I didn't. I don't ever bring it up. It's you not bring it up first, so don't try it. That's why when Jed said, "Oh, you come on here just to talk about your disability," it goes to your disability. It's
We
because
were
people are
talking about
interested.
starting up business
Go
before
on,
you jumped on here
jump
and
on
made
top of
this
me
a me
again. Go on.
show.
It's like I let you cut me, but if you's my girlfriend, you wouldn't have any of that. You'd be out the door. You'd be out the door. You'd be gone. You wouldn't be able to control. You wouldn't be able to control no situation like the way you're doing now. You wouldn't
Oh
have that
God.
luxury, woman. Just know that, innit? So go
All
on,
right,
but go on. You can
so
do that in
all
here.
right,
Yeah,
Kingo. Is there any
let the
advice that
fucking
I've
door,
given
man.
you today that you're going to take on board?
Yeah, just it'd be like a
Because
noise,
one
like
minute you
it's
don't
like
want to be
noise
spoken to
cancellation.
like a
But I put the
nitty, but then
earbuds
the
in, but
next minute you want to complain about, like I can't get it wrong for getting it right. I'm confused.
so no.
What do I do?
Listen, I tell you what. You do. You focus on something else, Mary Jen, or you don't listen to it, or you don't
Stop
respond.
giving me the advice that I gave you. Allow it. You're literally stealing
Because,
my bars and
yeah,
advice and giving it
yo,
back to me.
are you going to allow me to speak, or have you got just no respect for men? Is that what it is? Because I'm allowing you to speak, and you're jumping on top of me.
Let me not
Because
answer
I'm
that.
starting to work her out now. She's got a little. I can sense
Best
some
not answer that
just
one.
an air of feminist, righteous, liberal feminism. I just can't fucking handle that
Feminazis.
shit.
All right, go on, bro. You got the mic.
Feminazism.
I'm just no. I'm being honest, with you, Jen. Yeah, Jen. I'm gonna call you Jen if I want.
Jennifer.
If I want,
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, if I want, that's it. That's it. I've got something in hand. I'm not no bitch. I'm not no desperate person who just wants a woman
Oh,
to
that
be able
was
to.
funny.
Just say it, man.
That's
If
it.
you want.
Sorry. I'm out on a play. No, anyway, I'm just being honest. Yeah, I'm being honest. You cannot if I see a person who's disabled in a wheelchair, I'm not going to try and talk to him or motivate him or 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 tell him what he's doing that's wrong and tell him what to do that's right when it comes to physically trying to attain things or even mentally trying to attain things. I'm like, mate, what have you done? Oh, mate, that's amazing. How could you do that? That shows people that, even when you're disabled, you can do whatever you can do, whatever this child has done. But I wouldn't go up to the child and say, well, this is how you can't be coming talking about your disability. If you need to manage it. Do you know who he's got to do that? His mum. Do you know who's got to do that? His support worker. You know who's got to do that? His doctor. I don't need a woman who I don't know from Adam on someone's fucking platform to try and every time I'm on here chat shit about my physical disability and be presumptuous and be presumptuous about what she does and doesn't know about someone's life.
Stop there. Stop there. For a start, again, let me tell you, I did not bring up your physical disability.
Right, cool.
We were having a conversation which led to me giving you some advice. I did not tell you what you should and shouldn't do.
Okay,
I gave you some general advice, and that is completely up to you if you want to take that advice on board.
All right, okay, I'll tell you what, yeah. Rather than you give me advice in front of 3,000 people, which is actually a little bit on the cusp of being rude with your delivery, try and do that to me privately, because I don't want. Actually, you're talking about my personal things here as well.
No,
don't
I have
forget,
no intention.
We're talking about my
I have no
personal
intention
things
of contacting you away from the stream. We
All right,
share
cool.
a panel. We share a panel,
That's fine.
and whatever
That's fine.
conversation happens is going to happen. Stop begging me for you to contact you. Stop
All right.
begging me to
I
contact
don't
you
beg.
in real life. It ain't going to happen.
I don't beg no white woman. Shut your mouth, man. So look.
Oh dear.
Yeah, don't talk about me begging nothing, bruv. Please don't ever do that, man. I don't beg to be around nobody, bruv. Don't try it, bruv. Don't just like watch what you say before you deliver it out of your mouth.
Oh, I'm not going to watch what I say. I've said this before. I'm not going to change who I am or what I say to keep anybody happy. All right?
Because you're not protected by police. You're protected by the judicial system.
The thing is, Ikingo, as you pointed out many times, I don't actually know you. I've never met you in real life. I would not know that you have any kind of disability had you have not spoken about it. Because guess what? I can't see through your avatar. I cannot see through your avatar. I don't know if you have arms, legs, half a head, false
and you
teeth,
don't need to know.
one eye. I would not know
I'm not trying to
any
be
of this
antisocial here
information
on a social
unless
platform,
you
but you
shared
don't
this
need to know, woman.
information.
Get your fucking little skinny nose out of my business.
Well, then stop chatting your business online. How about that? Stop talking your business
little triangle
online.
nose. Listen,
Have you
me,
seen
woman.
your nose? Have you looked in the mirror?
Hold on a second.
Your nose is as bent as your back. Shut up.
Hold on a second.
Lord have mercy.
Listen, Mrs. I'm gonna sweep away Mary Poppins, all the negativity off of online. What are you the police? Are you the moral police? The ethics police on Trilluminutter Live? Come on, man. What's wrong with you? Be real, man. I like the way you're trying. There's a big difference between how are you, how's everything going, what's the progression.
I know, chat's right. That's why I said I can't do right for doing wrong.
No, I'm just saying, like what's that's the difference between being presumptuous about how someone's doing and what they're not doing. I just think there's a
Oh, all right. I get it. I'm not going to speak to you about anything anymore. We're not going to have no conversations. I don't want to hear none of your business, and I don't want to hear when you're in a bad mood and you want to be taking it out on other panelists. Okay?
Well, you're going to have.
And I'm not going to give you any more advice.
As long as I'm not speaking directly to you, you're going to have to hear it. You're going to have to hear it, unless JEDI let me on. But like, that's the thing. It's like people want to choose and pick what they want to hear. And what they want to
exactly. Exactly.
Okay,
You're such a hypocrite. It's unbelievable. Listen to yourself.
No, but that's fine. That's fine. No, but listen, what I was going to say.
You're the one that wants to pick and choose what you want to hear, bro.
What I was gonna say is, that's the case. That's cool. But don't fucking What was I gonna say? Don't blame me, or don't have a go at someone because they're speaking about something that you're not interested in, or you just don't want to hear it, or Because don't forget, there's other people that
Will
come
you
and
stop
speak to me.
twisting this?
1 second.
You're the one that brought up your
Look,
disability.
and you got no manners. You got no
You're
manners.
the
So
one that
I'm gonna
I
carry on doing
don't
this now.
care.
I've been here for an
You
hour and
can't
he's done
tell
this
me
to me.
about you got
And he's
no
done it, so I'm
manners
gonna
and
keep
you're
on
up
doing
here
it. So I'm gonna keep on
racist
doing
to
it
people.
because
Shut up.
you ain't got the
You can't
balls
talk
to
to
let
me
someone
about
finish.
manners.
You ain't
We've all
got
heard the
no
shit that
balls
you
or
say on
manners
here to your
to let
own
no one
people.
finish. You ain't got no one. But listen,
You
you
have no
don't
love for
dominate this
yourself. You
fucking
can't
thing.
talk to me about manners.
You're not my girlfriend. You don't push no fucking thing
Thank
up my bum.
goodness for that.
All right. So listen. So you let you speak, and then I speak, and then you don't fucking own me. You're not cleaning. You're not cooking my food. So just be on equal terms. Just respect me
You
like
got
I'm
bars.
respecting you.
Yeah.
No, that's all I'm saying. Like I'm asking for the bare minimum, innit? Like, that's not a lot. Yeah.
Listen, the
Because
only
when
man in
people
this
see,
life that I need to respect is my father. End of.
see, that's here now. So
That's the feminist.
that's fine. See where I've been brought up is respect people, respect acquaintances, respect strangers even. Don't take something from a stranger if you're a kid. But have general respect. I don't come from this fucking dunce section of society that talk about disrespect. Oh, I don't want to show him no respect. When you talk about respect, respect is the most important thing in your world. You need to give respect as soon as you come out, as soon as you wake up until you go to sleep. Because the thing is, yeah.
But no, Kingo, because I'm not going to
That's what
allow you
I'm
to
built
do this
on.
hypocrisy. You're
My
doing
whole
the
thing is built on.
hypocrisy again.
It's
You come on
respect.
this panel
It's
and you
respect.
disrespect
No,
people.
but
You
listen, but
jump
you
on the
will get
panel
disrespect
and
back.
you disrespect
I
the
didn't
host.
say
You disrespect the
don't
other
ever be
panelists.
disrespectful. I
Stop
didn't say
being a
don't ever
hypocrite.
be disrespectful.
Stop being a
You can
hypocrite.
be disrespectful if someone's
You
being
cannot
disrespectful to
advise me
you.
when you are
And
being
I'm
a
the best at
hypocrite.
that. I'm the best at being disrespectful, bro. Trust me. I'm not saying that I'm just immune or disrespect doesn't exist in my body. Yeah, it does. I'm the best at it, bro. I'm scared of what I can say to people. What I'm gonna do to people. That's why if you don't see me around, that's probably the reason. Because there's someone here that I'm worried about. I don't want to chat to, bro. Because I'm scared of what I'm gonna say to them. But anyway, man, I'm just saying, man. You know, you can't be so judgmental. Stop judging people so much, people. Be humble. Be fucking humble. Get rid of this ego, man. Get rid of this super duper ego. Acknowledge your existence. Love it. Attach it. Attach yourself to it. But get rid of the fucking ego. Be more humble.
Yo, Khan,
Be
you going to jump
humble.
up and represent the fat people?
Be humble. Family is killing us, man. I'm telling you, brother. I promise. It's the one message. I swear, I promise you. If I could never say anything again, it's one message I believe the world with. We need, as especially in a privileged position, we need to be more humble, bro. We need to be more humble. Everybody wants to be right. Everybody needs to get a foot up on someone else. Just for someone to be right, they'll shoot down someone else, and that someone else could be trying to be bringing them something that would completely enhance their life. But the humbleness, because no one likes ego. No one likes it, bro. Nobody, not even yourself, likes to see yourself with an ego. You got like being humble is a fucking fine art.